Welcome, friends. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to talk on the second part of the web series Griselda, for which we already have done a first part of the review. Griselda has 6 episodes that we have already done with the first 3 episodes. Now, we are doing the next 3 episodes. We are starting with episode 4, 5, and 6. So again, the same thing I will like to say that whenever you watch anything, if it has the ability to keep you busy, keep you engrossed, and and you are wondering what to do the next scene, then that episode, then that program, that web series holds water. So the episode, I have made some notes. The second part, that is episode 4 onwards, season 1, episode 4 onwards. It's called Middle Management. So now the Miami forces, they have this team called Centac, which is run by June Hopkins and Rawl, and they are they are after Griselda. But there is a drastic change in the personality which you have not seen in the first 3 episodes. In this now since Griselda wants to be the supplier for whole of Miami, and people are not supporting her. That unity is not, which they have dreamt about, is not possible now. She now decides to take control of the whole place by force. Now, how do you do that in underworld? In this all kind of on this kind of places, you do it by force. So she, on the same day, she has takes she executes 2 hits using Doro and some of her cousins who have come from Cuba. In the 80s, it was not that difficult to move into America, and people used to tell that they are not happy with the communist government in Cuba, Fidel Castro, and all those things. There is no freedom of expression, freedom of all those things, and they used to somehow by boat they used to come to America illegally. So she got her cousins, some of her relatives from Cuba, and they lined up in America and Miami and Doro, and they execute the killing of her trusted AD, that is German, and they also kill Papa Mahia. Okay, so now the revenge. So because this is now an act of revenge, so now the Ochos, they so now the Ochos take the revenge. Now, how do the Ochos take the revenge? Ochos are the one who are the big fish in this business, in this cartel empire. So they want to control the whole place. So now Griselda is like a kind of a challenge to them. So they kill all the girls who have worked for Griselda in a very sad, like very torturous manner, and they burn the house, and in that this one of the cousins who have come from Cuba also dies, and then the episode 4, in this the person who dies, the his name is like Rigo. Rigo's mother comes to Griselda, and she says that she is very proud that Rigo had done this for her Griselda, and if she had three more, she has 3 more sons, and she will also sacrifice for the cause for Griselda. Griselda becomes very happy, and she says that I will finance the movement from Cuba to her place, Miami, and she also gives her money and all those things. So she becomes very the mother of Rigo, who died in that fire, which was set by Ochos, the enemy of Griselda. So she gives her the name uh, Madarina, that is godmother. From this position onwards, when she gets this name, she really Griselda really acts like a godmother, and like she feels that she is doing some great cause, and and she ends up bringing many people from Colombia, Colombia. So, then. Now she has to prove a point, because people who have the girls who have worked for her for so many years, now they are killed. So it will not be good for her reputation if she doesn't take revenge. So she finds out who are the person who killed those girls, and they she reaches there with Doro and one more guy. This person is called Papa Sicoro, and she wants to behead that person, but she could not gather that courage, and so she shoots this person. And she when Doro tells her that you need not come, I will execute the whole thing. But she tells that my people must know that Madarina, Godmother, has done this on their behalf. She Godmother has taken the revenge, so she shoots the person, and her revenge is completed. Then she moves to a safe place, and there called Giacomo, in Kansas City, somewhere in Kansas City, I think, if it's right. And she now wants security because she has taken this big risk by challenging the might of Ochos. So how does she do that? Now she is in control of the whole of almost the Miami area. So she finances the movement of illegal smuggling of people from Cuba. That is, and these people are called Mari Liotas, Maria Liotas. Maybe some pronunciation, maybe here and there. They are called this because they come from a place called Mariel in Cuba. Marielitos, from Cuba, and then what happens is that Centec is like Centec, which is run by Roll and June Hawkins. June suspects from the start that there is some lady narco. When I say narco, is a lady boss, cartel boss, and but Rahul is not sure. But so they speak to one of the informers, but the informer is not ready to spill the beans when she is there. June is there. So when June pretends that she and Rahul has some difference, then this informer tells Rahul that there is this lady. Drug boss, and but Rivi gives a very good idea. Rivi transfers money to Rawls' account, who is the head of who is running this Centec police anti-terrorist anti-drug squad. So when the money reaches Rawls' account, it gets public news. It becomes public news that Rawl is taking money. So he is now removed from Syntec. So Syntec becomes weak again. Then what? Now there is the conflict between Ochos and Griselda is still there. So this particular scene is of interest because we have seen a similar scene in Bollywood also. For example, if you remember that company movie that Ajay Devgan and Vivek Oberoi sitting in the front seat, and then in the back seat, and there are two people sitting in the front seat, two brothers, and Ajay Devgan tells those brothers that I have to kill one of you. Who is going to who is going for who will sacrifice? Then he kills the first person. Then he also kills the second person. Then Vivek asks them that why did you kill the both? You have promised that you will not kill both of them, or at least you will save leave one of them. He tells that tomorrow he will definitely take revenge. So similar sort of scene is there where this scene is because when I'm saying you this, when I'm talking, when describing so nicely, it means that I was invested in the whole web series. This web series is worth watching, but it takes time. It is not very fast. It has its own speed, and but it has its ups and downs. So you keep invested in the in the story. So now what happens is. Griselda's business advisor called Arturo, who is has gone with her to meet Fabio Ochos. Fabio is there, Rafa is there, and Griselda is there. When they are speaking, suddenly Rafa comes and shoots Arturo, and Arturo is dead. Griselda, this particular scene is it is a surprise element, and it I must not say it is nice, but it is violent, but it keeps you hooked to see to know what happens next. So then the next episode, that is called episode 5, Paradise Lost. Now we have moved 3 years into the time. Um, then syntax uh, syntax somehow knows that the certain stashes are places where these cartel people they store their drugs. But how does syntax know this? Griselda thinks that there is some informer in her group, and that is what the syntax guys, that is June Hawkins, Detective June Hawkins, they play with. They on deliberately they attack one of the Stash houses the day where she is having a big party to celebrate her Doro's birthday. But at this particular party, Chucho, the person who was her driver, no, who was her first security guard, who the person who was used to work in the hotel, and she told him to be her bodyguard. That person is no has not come to the party, and now he was. And if you see the whole web series, he is hesitant from the start. He doesn't want to get into this crime business, but he has somehow got into it. See, it's a one-way road. When you can come into this business, but you can't go out. It's a one-way road. So Doro gets a golden gun on this day. No, golden gun on this day. And this day, since she remembers how this her friend Arturo was killed, she is now she has started smoking her own drug. And even Fabio's girlfriend puts some weird ideas in her mind that there is some informer. They might. She also hints that it indirectly that it can be Fabio, it can be Rafa, and all those things. So when she looks at Fabio and Rafa, Griselda, she gets enraged, and she makes them, do very, very insulting things. She tells Rafa to, she tells one of Rafa's friends to remove, get naked and bark like a dog, and all those things. So this doesn't go well with the Ochos. But it's after all it's a game of revenge and all. But it's a real story, It has its ups and downs, and it makes for good watching. And then Doro tries to. She also feels that Carmel is her friend is an informer. She tries to go to kill Carmel also. Doro tries to stop her, but she doesn't understand. She is so crazy. She gets hyper, and it's kind of she doesn't know what to do. And then on her birthday, she is also uh, she is offered. She one of Martha Ocho's Fabio Ocho's girlfriend offers her a gift for having successfully controlled Miami. And what is the gift? A girl sex worker. She suddenly turns lesbian. We don't know understand why this sudden change. There is no build up to it. There is no scene where it tells that she had she has this kind of feelings for females, and then since then at the same time Griselda's son goes to a bar, and then there with his girlfriend he goes to a bar, and one guy tries to hit on his girlfriend. So she get angry, and this boy, Griselda's son, pulls out his gun and he shoots in the air. Maybe he has killed someone, and he tries to go to this Chucho's house. And Chucho is said that Chucho doesn't want to help him. Doesn't he? Doesn't he? Just on the contrary hits him and say, "I don't want to get into all this." So Griselda becomes very angry when she comes to know about this, and then she sends Rivi to kill Chucho. But she doesn't want to kill Chicho. We realize it in the next day. But when she is highly intoxicated, even Rivi tells her that what you're doing is abuse of power. Even Doro tells her the same thing. You are killing for no reason. But still, she is adamant because someone has challenged her authority. So Rivi goes, and by mistake he ends up killing the 3-year-old son of Chucho. And Chucho and this guilt sinks into her, and she is now completely. She is at Martha's house. That is Fabio's girlfriend, and again they have this lesbian movement and dancing and all. Martha is highly gets the orders of maybe the drugs, and she falls on the glass and she dies. And now she's scared because Ocho's Fabio will think that she has killed Martha because he had killed Arturo. So she calls Rivi and she tries to dispose of the body, but they could not do it. They put in the hot jacuzzi. The body literally keeps on boiling, and they try to they take the drugs and they move away. And now they move away to Long Beach, California, and Rafa, who's Ocho, somehow finds them, and then when that particular scene is nice, where Rivi comes to know that Rafa is on the way to kill Griselda. He tries to get some coins, but he's not able to get some coins because he's lost. He has only notes. He goes into a bank and then he begs to get some coins, but the person is not giving because he is not a member of the bank. He's not a member of the bank, so the teller person at the teller machine is not giving the currency, the coins. So he shows the gun, and and then he gets the coins, and then he calls Griselda. Griselda tells her sons to lie. She lies to her son that there's some you can go and have food with Rivi. And meanwhile, she ends up calling the police, and she ends up into jail. She knows that she will not get more than 5 years, but in the end, she ends up getting 7 years. And how does this sentence get reduced? Because Rivi, it seems, as per the web series, it seems that Rivi, on purpose, has a phone sex relationship with district attorney's assistant, and this comes out in the newspaper, and then his witness value reduces. He is no longer credible witness, no longer a serious witness. So her sentence reduces, and she is very close to her. Meanwhile, someone goes to Colombia and kills Doro. Someone you can have a new web series on who killed Doro. Griselda's boyfriend come husband, through which Doro and Griselda have a son called Michael. Griselda has 3 sons of old marriage, and one son from Doro. And someone goes to Colombia, and they kill Doro in front of the child and mother. And she comes to know that the child is with her grandmother in Medellin. Meanwhile they bring it the children get the child Michael to show to Griselda that they are together as a family. There are certain emotional scenes. Even the worst of people have emotions. Like she gets the same time of neck pendant for every member of the family, even for Michael. But shit is shit. Once you enter into a bad zone, you can't go out. It's a one way street. You get what you sow. You reap what you sow. And Doro is killed. Then I think Ravi has done on purpose to reduce Griselda's sentence, and she very close to her finishing of her sentence. She comes to know June Hawkins, who leaves her job, and now she's doing a desk job. She's no longer detective. That all her sons have been killed. Uber was killed selling drugs in Colombia, and the other two sons are killed. Only Michael is there with his grandmother, Doro's mother, in Medellin, Colombia, and she now is all alone sitting on the beach thinking about those days. She had this in this whole episode, she had this very peculiar habit of using cigarette, and she used to take the cigarette and do like this. I don't know what she was doing, but she is now sitting at the sea and watching the sea and thinking and pondering about the sad times and the good times. She's and the program and the web series ends. In the end, it's written that at the age of 69, when she was in on 3rd of September 2012, she was an unknown assassin killed her when she was 69. When she was coming out of a butcher shop. So you see, crime does not pay. And one of the I have seen many this thing, many gangster movies, but this one is little different. I don't know whether it was real in that sense. I know the story is real, but there is one thing which is different in this particular web series. Right from the start, she was independent. She had taken all her decisions with great belief. But in the end, she starts listening to people. So she could have survived doing the same wrong thing because she wanted to ultimately move out of it. But she ends up in mess because she has not taken most of her decisions in the later part of the uh, career. I don't know whether we should call it career or what. Crime is crime. So with this, we end the two-part series of review of Griselda. So if now we can conclude if what is the rating I would like to give. If it is a 10-point rating, I would like to give it 6. It is not the caliber of Pablo Escobar's stories. Pablo Escobar was a different guy altogether. In the program starts with a quote by Pablo Escobar which says, "The only man I ever feared was a woman called Griselda Blanco." So 6 is what I will give out of 10. You have time, you watch it. You have some other thing to watch which you think is better than this one, you can watch that one. You see, I will not end up saying watch it, watch it, watch it. If it is worth watching, if I think I liked it, I will tell it I liked it. If I don't like it, it's your choice. But ultimately, watching or not watching, even watching this video is your choice. But if you like this video, kindly subscribe. Have a great day. Take care. I hope you're doing good. I am new to this medium. Excuse me my small mistakes. Maybe I will learn. I'm learning. Hope to see you again. Till then, take care. Bye bye.